This is the beginning of our second workshop where we will have 3 programs for this particular series of the 3-in-1 idea on the self-space reality paradigm. It's important to know that this is a lifelong work that has been involved with just about everything that I've done creatively and started many programs and also writing 6 books and over 20 papers, as well as numerous workshops and seminars on creativity, spirituality, and reality. Now, in summary, I wanted to share how my life experience of maturing and my professional experience of growth as a psychiatrist to be a more humane human being and the understanding of reality have all been entwined and related to everybody's one commitment to life. In my research, both personal and professional, with my patients, as well as biographical research, as well as autobiographical research, we find that the idea of 3-in-1 is the way around the power judgmental block of good and bad that contributes so much to the misery and the fight that we have not learned to put together and see that human beings, you, me, and God, as well as reality, are all one. And that needs to start from the moment that we are conceived by having programs for children to develop in the womb, and once they're born, to follow through in the interaction of the child's development with various universal realities of the space so that they can become the kind of human being that most of the masters who've been on the planet tell us is quite possible, and how they can achieve heaven on earth and their maturation as valuable, flowering, creative, loving beings. And from this model, a lot of which is borrowed from the model of Tantra, of the various chakras, we can move from the 3rd power chakra to the 4th loving chakra, of which Jesus Christ represents a demonstration of how this is done. And also, we can learn to be more creative with every breath, which is tied in with our understanding of ourselves, our self-identity, our growth through self-1, self-2, and ultimately self-3. We are born into self-1 as a unique chip off of the God consciousness block, and we develop God consciousness by being exposed to nurturing inner God conscious space, which includes various creative expressions that are rooted in mantra, yantra, and tantra. And the 4th chakra, which we keep going into but falling away from, is related to the love chakra. And we get a taste of that when we fall in love with someone during our lifetime. And that creates also a conflict, because that immediately sets up artificial boundaries between ourselves and our loved ones. And we are conditioned by our behavior in the family and by development. But it's interesting that the program as represented by the Dalai Lama, which includes the synthesis of the wisdom traditions of Buddha and Tantra into Buddhist Tantra knowledge and awareness and explanation of power in the universe and our oneness with everything. And it is the root of successful programs and successful people in the gurus and in the creative sphere, where people have flowered and actualized their skills in continuing the uplift of humanity toward one love, one God, one creation, one self. And as we mature as individuals, we learn that everything is a self. We learn to take full responsibility for our lives and decide that we're at choice and that we can tap into our natural talents and blossom into our creative maturation. Now, today, we're going to talk further with a couple of people who will raise certain yes, buts and questions about how this is done and how this is manifest and ways around this. But our paradigm is based on extensive research over 50 years of various gurus and various creative persons who have actualized their awareness and consciousness at the highest level. So hopefully you, by the third workshop, you will be able to outline a program to continue your growth and raising the little child that's still in you, that still gets in the way of your maturation. Thank you very much.